Աշխարհի մեջ դարբեր գեդեր կան, երկիրներ, որ կոնտակտի գեդեր են, օրինակ Գերմանիան, Կորեան եւ Հայաստանը, որ մեծ ուժերուն կոնտակտի դեր են, բայց Գերմանիան եւ Կորեան անեն արդեն։ Հայերուն բարակային, արևելյան Հայաստանը կա, բայց մենք ասանք ամբողջ աշխարհի մեջ ենք, անհամար հետաքրքիր կոնտակտի գեդն է եւ չենք գիտեր սահմանի մասին ինչպես չենք գիտեր ինչպես պիտի պատահի, բայց մեծ նույն մենա ինչպես մենք միանանք։ Միությունը ինձ համար ասենք ֆուտբոլի խմբի նման բան է, որ միացած ենք ուզենք World Cup հաղթել, բայց գիտենք որ ների մեջը դարբեր ստարեր կան եւ դարբեր անձեր կան, որ օբյեկտիվ են ավելի միությունը շատ դժվար է անել մարդուց մեջ։ Պետք է գուզենք որ աշխարհի լեզուները բաժանված են, այսինքն միությունը դյուրին բանը չէ մեզի համար, որովհետև ավելի ֆունդամենտալ բաներ կան, որ մեզ բաժնեն հայերուն մեջ է։ Եվ վերջին գետը միության համար ուրիշ պատկերը կա, որ ուզեի տեսնել, բայց մենք ունենք բաժանումներ, օրինակ, եթե Ամերիկայի մեջ, Կանադայի մեջ ունենք 6 հատ ասաբերի դերոն համար, ունենք 6 հատ առաջնորդարաններ, Էջմիածնական և Լիբանանի մեջ։ Եթե օրնի տեսնայինք այս 6 առաջնորդները իրար հետ և երկու կաթողիկոսները 8 հոգի հավաքված եւ այդ նկարը եւ այդ խոսակցությունը դասեմ մեզի համար ասել ես կուզեի այդ նկարը տեսնել 8 հոգի հավաքված խոսին մեր նյութերուն ասացո հարցում չէ բայց ավելի կոմանտերի համար
About this unity, this is not germane to Armenians only. I've been studying really Zionism to get examples so that we could use it, positive examples, and learn from their mistakes and learn what they did. There's one thing that we should really learn, and that is they started Zionism in 1615. A book was published and they started there. It was localized, local groups. Messiah will come and save us. Okay, different messiahs in different parts of Europe. It took them till 1897 to come to the point that the entire Jews have to form an organization. That's where Theodor Herzl formed the Zionist organization. In 1960, they said it is World Organization, therefore we should call it World Organization. Okay. This unity is, for the Jews, for example, Zionists, 172 years. This unity, for us, for example, after the genocide, it's about 95 years. But it's about time that we really form a large organization. We cannot really interfere with Armenia, for example. It is a republic, it is a government, but if we have members there, then we have the right to enter. I mean, when you try to help a student, you have to find out what the needs are. You have to be with the student and so on. But we can't just simply say diaspora is different, Armenia is different, Artsakh is different, Nakhichevan is different, Hamshin is different. I think that we should have an ideology that would combine all of us. Now, the Jews for 172 years, they fought. We should learn from them. Each group had their own goals and objectives. Even when, after declaration, Balfour Declaration and so on, even Zionists split into revisionists, those who wanted to have the entire Palestine for the Jews, those general Zionists who said that we have to compromise. So this unity is germane to any organization, whether it is a small organization or large organization. We should be realistic really about these things. We cannot escape this unity, but we could at least digest this unity if we have a large organization. And we could get ahead. One ideology, local objectives. What does Montreal need, for example? They need an education. They need schools and so on. That's just local goals. But national goals, we should all subscribe to that. And that should really hold us together. That should be the glue. We shouldn't be afraid of disunity because it is germane to all organizations. We can't expect Armenians to agree on everything. Absolutely.
If we can,
we are given a lot of time the example of the Jews, you know, and I would like to add that for those of you who have actually studied, and I'm sure Dr. Demirjan has done that, there are certain things that in specific global governance models, specifically if you're talking, for instance, about the World Jewish Congress, this is a fact. There are also topics which are definitely, according to their bylaws, are off the agenda. Because they know that these topics are disuniting. They create divisions. So their position is that these topics are not allowed in this forum. All the organizations are welcome, provided they don't discuss these topics. What are these topics? 2 topics are forbidden in the World Jewish Congress. You can go and verify that. Don't take my word for it. One topic is, who is a Jew? This topic is extremely divisive for all Jewish organizations. Almost every single organization does not, or group or subgroup, disregards the others and does not consider them Jewish. So that's why they fight over it. So therefore the World Jewish Congress says the issue of who is a Jew is not allowed in the World Jewish Congress. Our purpose is not to discuss who is a Jew. Our purpose is to work together. And we know we disagree. Therefore it's off the table. And this is an exact example why I believe, for instance, we have continuously fought and divided ourselves, us and them. That person is not Armenian enough, that person is a half Armenian, this person changed their religion, therefore they are Armenian, this person married a Turk, therefore they are not Armenian, etc. We are continuously fighting, defining who we are. I believe this should be off the topic. The second issue that is disallowed in the World Jewish Congress is the issue of religion. What does the Jewish religion mean? Because it is not open to a single interpretation. Every single Jewish group or subgroup will say, I am the real Jew, the other guys are not real Jew, I follow the word of God, you don't follow the word of God. So when we talk about unity and then we say, okay, let's get united, and then we say, okay, let's come together and let's start with the church first. I think that's the stupidest thing we ever say. Because we know that that issue is the most divisive one, and to start with that is a big, big problem. We should be saying, okay, what are things we agree on? The lowest common denominator. We agree we have a problem here. We agree that this person alone, that organization alone, this group alone, this church alone cannot solve this problem. We agree that we all need to work together to solve this problem. Other disagreements, forget about it. This issue we have to work on together. Once we achieve that, we can trust each other further. Next step, a bigger step, a bolder step. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you.
I'd like to thank all the participants today and all the organizers. It was a very interesting and enriching symposium. I don't have a question to ask. After hearing everyone, I would like to make a very brief statement of what I think. Today we have gathered here to discuss unity of the Armenians. I think the word unity is a very big word. It should be our goal to reach someday. I think we should start by cooperating amongst ourselves. What do we do with our political parties who have existed all those years, who have participated in the organization of the diaspora? They are there. Like Professor Marashkian said, they have the money, they have the means. They have the organization. They are there. What do we do with them? I think we should work all together, including the political parties, having representation in a committee that would represent something like what Professor Suen Saraydarian said, Dr. Suen Saraydarian said, CCF, which is a coordinating institution or an organization of all the political parties. I don't see anything wrong with diversity. Professor Hamalian said, diversity is good for us. I think it's enriching. It creates positive competition.
I mean that his suggestion was stupid. Please don't take that personally. I meant that the approach to unity, if we want to approach to unity, to start off by saying, okay, let's unite the church, I think that is fundamentally wrong and we will be fooling ourselves. So I apologize if you took it personally. Please, that is absolutely not my intent. I think it's an extremely relevant question.